Today I want to talk about something really basic, but super, super important. This is something that you can teach your children, and it is a massive, essential life skill that honestly, most of us never learned. Most of us never got taught this, and if you did, and you figured out how to do it along the way, then kudos to you, yay you. But if you didn't, that's okay. Don't hate yourself, don't blame yourself, just learn it now and teach it to your kids. Here goes. It is incredibly important for us to learn in healthy relationships to be able to separate when we screwed up with our communication, to be able to separate what we said from the way we said it. There are times when we have something that's really important to tell someone that we love, or to tell someone that we work with, or to tell someone that we're married to, or our children. And there's times when we don't say it well. What we had to say may not have been bad, but the way that we delivered it was absolutely awful. And we end up hurting the other person or damaging the relationship somehow as a result. Or we end up somehow causing more tension and trauma than healing, even though what we had to say was actually a good thing that needed to be said. So let's just play this out in a scenario. For example, you are absolutely exhausted. Let's say you're a single mom and you're in one of my Trauma Mamas group. You're fighting in court and you are overwhelmed and there's no child support that's been coming for a while and you have bills to pay and you just worked a 60-hour week and your kids need you. And what you really want more than anything else right now is about 18 hours of uninterrupted sleep, but your kids need you. And so you are a mama, and so you stay awake to spend some time with them because your kids need you. And while you're staying awake, instead of napping and taking care of yourself like you wish you could, there's some sort of argument or something goes down with your children, and you end up telling them something that they actually needed to hear, but you tell them in a really, really horrible way. You're tired, you're angry, and they are just being kids and they're dancing on your last shredded nerve. And when you tell them whatever that thing is that you needed to tell them, that they needed to hear, that was actually good and healthy for them, you do it in a really, really un-Christ-like, embarrassing way. So what do you do when you're done with that? And you realize it. Then you feel like just terrible, and you're feeling worse because you took it out on them. And if you apologize, right, they're going to think they don't have to obey and you didn't mean what you said because you apologized for it, so you shouldn't have said it. An incredible sign of maturity in a healthy relationship that we have to learn for ourselves and that we can teach to our kids much younger than we ever learned it, because if you were today years old before you heard this, make sure that your kids don't wait that long to figure it out too. So this technique is to separate out the way you said something from what you said. It's so simple and so basic, but so healing and helpful. Here's how that looks. You just did that with your kids. Now you feel like crud. You feel like you're the worst mom in the world. They don't feel happy. You don't feel happy. You still need a nap and you're still stressed out, and they still want mommy. Here's what you do. You tell them, you know what? The way that I just communicated to you right now was wrong. It was unloving. It was impatient. And the way that I said what I said hurt your feelings. And I was so wrong, and I am so sorry. Mommy's carrying a lot of loads right now. I got a lot of stuff on my mind, and that's not a good excuse for how I spoke to you. I'm really sorry. Will you forgive me? Now, the things that I said, the instructions that I gave you, the information that I shared, that was important. I just shared it in a really bad way because I let my feelings and my stress tell me what to do instead of me telling my stress what to do. So I need you to listen, and I'm going to try to say what I should have said the way I should have said it. So right now, I need you to go and do XYZ or help with ABC or whatever it was that you told them. And I am just really, really sorry that I let you down and that I hurt your feelings and added to your stress because of how I said it. I tell you what, your kids, they already love you. And it's really healthy for kids to see adults take responsibility and own up when we screw up. It's super important. That's the only way they learn how to do that for themselves. And it helps them understand that sometimes we say things that are right in a really wrong way. And our relationships will be healthier all the way around if we learn to own it when we expressed poorly, even if the content that we said was actually something that needed to be said, needed to be expressed. If this works, whether it's in a marriage relationship, whether it's in a parent-child relationship, or a work relationship, or a family relationship, where we can take responsibility for the things that we have said and done in ways that caused harm emotionally to the other person without reneging on the actual facts that we were trying to share. Hope that helps you. If you liked it, please share it, pass it on, tell somebody else. And if you have any questions, leave me a comment. Like always, I will look forward to hearing your thoughts too.